One day, the messenger slept in a rock outside the house of Anas bin Malik radiallahu anh. Now because the messenger spent the night outside the house of Anas bin Malik, there was sweat, body sweat that the messenger released from his body. The mother of Anas bin Malik radiallahu anha, she said that the very next morning I took a bottle and I put all the sweat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in that bottle. So, you talk about the Sahaba, they would not let any water, when the messenger was making wudu, they would not allow any water to drop on the floor. But look at the mother of Anas. When the messenger slept outside in a rock and there was natural body sweat, she said the very next morning, I took a bottle and I collected the sweat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the mother, she says, Wallahi, that sweat it smelled better than any fragrance in the world that I had ever smelled before. The natural body odor and that sweat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was more atyab, it was more fragrant than any other scent that the mother of Anas bin Malik says that I have ever smelled. Jabir radiallahu anh said that whenever the Messenger ﷺ would walk past the streets, or he would walk through a street, and when he would pass that street, no other person would walk past that street except that he would recognize that the messenger has just walked through the street. And the way they would know that the messenger has just walked through the street is the fragrance that he left behind. It is mentioned that there were a few children that the messenger ﷺ, there were a few children, and the messenger placed his hand on one of the heads of the children, right? So he placed his hand on the head of one of the children. The narrator mentions that even after a few days had passed, that child was distinguishable from every other child simply from the scent that would descend from his head. So a few days before, the messenger placed his hand on him, on that child, but you would know that this was the child that the messenger ﷺ placed his hand on. And how would you know that? Based on the scent that would emanate from the head of that child whom the Prophet ﷺ placed his hand on. So this is again that talking about the fragrance of the Messenger ﷺ. Now there's another companion, and this is why it is beautiful. That this companion says that we never saw Rasulullah put on any fragrance. The Messenger would never put on any scent. And the special thing about all of these narrations is that the Messenger ﷺ would never wear any scent. And all that smell was the natural body odor that would emanate from the body of Rasulullah ﷺ. That is what made everything special